Okay, so Peter, seeing you again so early after the brilliance of last night, but really good effort out there in such a class field today in the butterfly. How'd you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, racing against some of the big names like Chad has always been a dream of mine, really. Since London 2012, when I saw him beat Michael Phelps, I've always been a bit of a fanboy, so that was a bit of a dream come true. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit disappointed with the time. A couple seconds over PB, but you know, after last night, it's really hard to. I didn't sleep very well, obviously, and then so yeah, it was just a bit of a turnover from last night, but yeah, it was a good swim, nice swimming with all the big boys. So yeah.
Well, your time was so close to your entry time for the games as well, and like you say, after last night as well, that's testament to your fitness and your condition in these games, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that time. Just like maybe a month before the games, I beat it by like 2 seconds, so that I got the island record. So I'm the island record holder, but I mean I was a couple seconds over, so you know it'll come another day, just not today.
But you've been putting in some pretty consistent times throughout pretty much all the classes since you've been here. What do you think that says? Are you finding a nice rhythm while you're here as well?
Yeah, well, I think as I'm going into the games, I feel like the kind of anxiousness of swimming at something so big is kind of wearing off a bit now. Like I'm more in my stride, more like a normal swim meet. But I mean, going away to I went to uni at Stirling this year, and that's been very useful training a 50-meter pool because the Ironman doesn't have one. Like going away has really helped with doing long reds like that, and yeah, I've dropped so fast this year, so I can't really complain. Yeah.
Just one final thing, how's the mood in the camp at the moment? Because you guys, you've been smashing Manx records, personal records, left, right and centre so far. How's everyone feeling at the moment? It must be a great place to be right now.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I love just being with the Ironman team. I've always said it every time I come back to Ireland. I love training, catching up with everyone. Lee, he seems to get it right. He seems to know a bit more of the balance. And yeah, I just being with the guys. I've been with them for pretty much my whole life. So yeah, it's so fun to do this with them.